Hello everyone, Ethan here, also known as Ethan Blocks FNF. Now, as y'all may know, Zen has dropped a video on the current situation. So, me and a few others have watched the video, and he's basically tried lying and getting away with a bunch of stuff. So, what I'm going to do, okay, is I'm going to debunk majority of the stuff that he tried saying in his video. There's a certain topic I can't really talk about, but other than that, I'll be debunking majority of stuff that is mentioned in his video. For starters, Zen has said that he was going to copyright strike Void because of a song that Obscura, aka, Void, posted. Which was posted yesterday, actually. And Zen threatened to send a copyright strike, which actually, technically, on YouTube's terms of services, from YouTube themselves, he's not legally allowed to do that. So, there's literally nothing he could actually do. And Obscura even said that the video is not being taken down. So, yeah. What I've also noticed is, speaking of the song, Zen has repeatedly tried adding me into things, saying that I was a part of making the song, or that I quote-unquote made the song. I did not make the song, like, at all, because I can't make songs like that, buddy. So I want you to really use your head, because you pinged me and mentioned me in a post, saying that we made a song. I didn't make a single part of that song. I was included in the song, chromatic-wise, yes. And also, the entire song was made by Void. And the chromatic scale was also made by Void. Now, the voice, which is yours, yeah, it's your voice. But everything else is made by Void. And also, even if you tried doing that, pretty much there's literally no way of it, like, working at all. So you sat there for, 2 hours or something? And basically got upset. Like, you were outside, by the way, when making your video, by the way, because we all heard it. And was walking for, how long? And you started having a fit because stuff wasn't going your way. And surprisingly, I expected you to copyright strike the video immediately. And so did Obscura. But you want to know the funny part? The only reason why you didn't copyright strike his video is because you knew that we caught your bluff. You see, when me and you had an argument, and this involved Linko and Void, actually, it was 3 against 1. Y'all against me. You threatened for me to take down some videos, or else you were going to copyright strike me. Mind you, instead of unlisting them, I deleted them. So you basically forced me to take down stuff because you threatened to copyright strike me. But now all of a sudden, we finally caught on to your bluff. Because from what's been told, you can't do that. And literally, I'm gonna let you guys know this right now. Obscura has been doing a crap ton of research, and he has been doing a crap ton of research for a while. Like, from the moment his drama started to this current day. Obscura has been doing research on everything. Literally everything. And unfortunately, Zen just can't accept the fact that, he can't do proper research on stuff. So, yeah. Another thing that I want to mention. You claimed that you felt uncomfortable with having me and Obscura added. Mind you, I DM'd you and Obscura that if any of the three of us were having issues or something with each other, then to let each other know. We even mentioned it in a VC, all three of us. And pretty much, you basically claimed that you quote-unquote showed signs by not speaking, saying that you felt uncomfortable. First off, how the hell were we supposed to know that? That wasn't a sign. You were basically gone. So again, how are we supposed to know that? So you saying that is basically a big lie out of your rear end. Because if you felt that uncomfortable with having us added, then what was the point of having both of us in a GC? Which is also another thing I want to add and talk about. You claimed that me and Void added you, actually, into a forced GC. Quote-unquote forced. Let this be a reminder to you, from this image right here. You added both me and Void to the GC yourself. So, I don't know if your brain was screwed on correctly or not, but you made the GC. And you actually were the owner of it, by the way. You made the GC. You were the owner of it. So, I don't know what you're talking about, but you were the owner of the GC. Literally, you were the owner of it. Hell, I even mentioned, okay, because when I remember Obscura had an ult, and something, which doesn't matter now, but I remember I mentioned to Zen about Void having, an ult that he added in the GC, which I accidentally added, which wasn't supposed to be there. I told Zen about it, and he basically claimed that he wasn't the owner, but when he looked back, he actually was. Mind you, the roles never switched, my guy. You were the owner of the GC the entire time. The roles never switched at any point. So you saying that me and Void put you in a forced GC is actually crazy to me. Considering that you made the GC yourself and you added the both of us. Which is absolutely funny to me. So I want that to be mentioned as well. Let's see. What else did you try to lie about? Because, gee, I wonder. You claim that we were mind messing with you, apparently, in one of your voice messages to Corrupted. You went and tried saying, oh yeah, how am I gonna know they're not going to do it again? First off, you accused someone for stuff, and that's why you unadded that person, and you basically unadded me because of stuff that happened over a month ago. So I'm confused. And again, you claim you were uncomfortable with having the both of us added. You know that you could have said something, and me and Obscura would have known. Like, we both actually would have been fine if you just told us and, just went with your way. Like, if you told us any earlier and told us like that, okay, that would have been fine with us. And, none of this would have started. That would have been pretty much A-okay with me. The only... And you... By the way, I want to also mention that you claimed that I was upset because you left and couldn't deal with us anymore. That's not why I was upset, by the way. I wasn't upset about you leaving. I could care less about you leaving the GC. I was upset because you tried pulling a last-minute FU on me and Obscura by saying, oh yeah, y'all are gonna have to wait till the end of the year or the start of 2027 for a response. That's literally the only reason why I got upset, because you decided to say that in one of your voice recordings before you left. Which was the funny part. Mind you, that the first time that something happened between me and you, matter of fact, no, after the stuff, when the stuff started, you basically not only forced people and included stuff into your stuff that they didn't even want to be in it, like Swerve, like AK. You included people into your stuff, like into your situation, just to prove that you're in the right and to prove that you're almighty or something. So you basically force people to block me or unadd me. That's what you were basically doing the entire time, and I've been watching your post too. Because I saw one of your community posts that you made adding, like, mentioning both Swerve and AK. And you were basically forcing both of them to unadd me. Which is why I know I got kicked from Swerve's server and I got my mod from his channel removed. But don't worry, that thing's already stopped. And you are now once again doing it again because, for example, Cyclone, also known as Flippy, he unadded me pretty much 2 days after stuff happened, after stuff continued. So you are once again forcing people to unadd us just to prove that you're right. You're not in the right either. Yeah, sure, you're not perfect. Absolutely not, you aren't. Because you know that you did worse stuff than what me and Obscura have done. And you're painting both of us as, like, the main villains of everything. When, meanwhile, in no part of your video, you're addressing your stuff at any point in the video. Nothing. You've addressed literally nothing. And all you've been doing was just, like, saying, oh yeah, I backed off. Mind you, when I added you back, by the way, and you basically added me to a GC with me, Emms, her two friends, another person named Ethan, and you. When I showed you all the photos that Void was showing me, every single response you gave me was, oh, I backed off. Oh, I immediately backed off this. Oh, I stopped after this and that. No, you didn't. No, you absolutely didn't. So, I'm just gonna say this right now. You're saying all that in your video, saying that you backed off and stuff. No, you didn't. I just want this to be very clear. No, you didn't. Because I realize now. No, you didn't. Now, let's talk about another thing you mentioned in your video, shall we? You also said that you claimed that you wanted to try to get me and Void back. Mind you, you did actually try saying that. Because you told me and Void that you were going to make a post on your channel. Or on your Discord server. Eventually. And mind you, you had all the time to think about it. It was a month, by the way. It was a month. Entirely. Since stuff happened. So with a month passing, you would have well known been finished thinking about what you were thinking about. So yeah, the decision should have already been made. And yet, you took how long to make a post that could have easily been done in, like, what, 20 seconds? So, I don't see, again, what the issue was. You had all the time, all the days, to actually, make a post. And yet what you did was you didn't even do that. So you basically lied behind our backs. Like, the entire time. And again, you claim that you told us that you wanted space. You didn't say any of that until after you left the GC. That's when you actually said it. You said it nowhere else until after you left the GC. That's all you basically said it. You never said it anywhere else in the GC. Matter of fact, no, you didn't even say that at all. Because I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. You never said it at all. Not even in any of your voice recordings. You never said that at all. You said that you felt uncomfortable, and that was basically it. You only said it like literally after you were about to leave the GC. So again, I'm confused. Why are we lying about a bunch of stuff? And mind you, you're over there complaining to your little friends about... You're complaining to your own friends about everything, because I know you are. You're complaining to your own friends about everything because you knew that we caught your bluff. You're not striking anybody. And also, mind you, you claim that you removed our assets, but yet the icon, if I'm not mistaken, that's used in your response video is made by Void. Your PFP is made by... The icon is made by Void. I'm pretty well aware that those are made by Void. You're claiming that you're going to copyright strike Void, yet he made the entire thing. And apparently, whenever all that happens, you basically are now upset about it. Mind you, because you did this to me 2 years ago, actually. When you used some people's chromatics, that reminder did not like you. And when you used them in your video and it got copyright striked, and I was trying to defend you, by the way. I tried to defend you 2 years ago. You said that it was fair use, and you even searched it up on Google too. You admittingly told me that it was fair use 2 years ago, and I never forgot what you said since. But now, let's zoom back to the present day. When Void has a song that has a chromatic scale of you, by the way, and it's put into his song, that the chromatic scale he made, the song that he made, all of a sudden, it's now no longer fair use? What happened to it being fair use then? I'm merely confused. Didn't you say it was fair use? So why is it now all of a sudden different now? I'm genuinely confused. Because I don't know why you're turning the tables now, when 2 years ago you said that using someone else's chromatics is fair use if they allowed you to use them. Literally. Actually, no, not even allowed to use them. If they let you use it before. And mind you, you act like you never willingly recorded your voice and let Void make chromatics for you before. So again, I'm confused. Why are the tables all of a sudden turning 2 years later? It was fair use though. So is it no longer fair use now? Because of a situation that you decided to drag on? Mind you, also in your video, you claim that you didn't really care about this entire thing. You clearly do. If you're making a video on it, and you're making multiple posts about it, and you're commenting on Void's video, you clearly do. You genuinely actually do. You're claiming that you don't, but you actually do. And that's also funny to me. Because if you didn't care, you wouldn't have said anything on Void's video. You wouldn't have made a post about it, because one thing about you, Zen, is you like to make stuff public. Everything you like to make public. Like, for example, the situation with Void and Electra. Both of my situations. And then the Void thing. And now this. You'd like to make any situation that you're in public. Literally. And on top of that, Every single conversation that me and Obscura were having, all it was, you tried to keep including yourself saying, oh yeah, my life was hard. My life was terrible because of the start of the year. You kept trying to include yourself into everything, saying that your life was more worse because of stuff that's happening. So that's funny, because now you know how I feel. Now you know how Void feels. But you didn't care. You didn't care then. Now you know how Obscura feels. You didn't care about him though then. You said that you forgave us when you made the GC. Both of us. And you said you were willing to give second chances. But now, fast forward to today, you willingly lied behind both of our backs and said that you felt uncomfortable. So then why did you add both of us? Because you claim that you added Void for info. So you're basically farming info off both of our backs. Is that what you've been doing? Because that's real ironic if so. So you've lied in majority of your video, and you didn't even fully address anything. That's the funny part. You tried playing victim and tried acting innocent. You didn't even address everything in your video. Which is the funny part. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. But yet, me and Obscura are the villains though, correct? Apparently it's your little story. So, okay, no problem. You also claim that you were trying to, quote-unquote, that we were trying to, quote-unquote, twist stuff to make you seem like the bad person. Oh, no, you are. You claim you were trying to be smart with what you were doing. No, you weren't. You weren't being smart at all with what you were doing at any point. Because all I'm going to say is, you knew. You knew. And you continued. You're basically trying to make me and Obscura seem like the villains because of two simple things. Mind you, you and everyone else handled both situations incorrectly. You claimed that you were going to talk to me about stuff, and you never did. Because my DMs were open, and you could have done that. Now, can I blame you for that? Nope. Because actually, the one thing that I can actually save you on is Obscura actually admitted stuff for you. Because Obscura admitted that once he left, he told you to leave as well. So that one I can't really get upset at you on. So I'll let that one slide. So you're lucky for that one. But on Void's situation, what I've seen in the VC, you all have purposely, literally, y'all were roasting him, clowning him, y'all were talking crap and all that, and y'all were doing so much damage to him. Did it feel good, Zen? Did you feel great? Did you feel very honored? If Dominique never added you to that GC, you would have never done any of that. But yet you and everyone else decided to chip in and start insulting him. Instead of basically, like, mind you, Void was trying to actually talk to y'all about things. Like, talk things through. And y'all basically didn't even decide to do that. Instead, y'all jumped the bandwagon and started clowning on him. Immediately. Didn't even let him get a chance to speak. So that's very funny. We're trying to twist it that you're a bad guy? Yeah, you are. You actually are now. And you basically can't say anything. You actually are. And you whining to your friends in your server. You whining to the people in your server. Yeah, you are. And you're a manipulator too as well. Since you tried calling me a manipulator. No, you actually are one as well. Because you force people to unadd me. And basically, mind you, you and a bunch of other people harassed me on the video that I posted. And yet, all y'all did was make fun of it. And literally after that, you then decided to make a post 3 days later saying, oh yeah, don't harass Ethan. What was the point of making the post when you already did that, along with a bunch of other people? What was the actual point of that? Hell, I even made a filler to the video as well. See, let's start from some things that I was called. Because you had Joke call me a bastard. You had Tristan call me a manipulator. You had Pink call me a dictator, which, mind you, yeah, the two of them didn't even use the two words correctly. And you even claimed that Joke saying bastard was like way too far, which is the funny part. So, yeah. Hell, I've been even called more other stuff. So with that being said, yeah, you are. You're actually worse than a bad person, actually. Which is the funny part. And you're basically trying to make it seem like me and Obscure are the villains. And that you have not been in any drama. Or been a part of any drama. That's what you said in one of your voice recordings, by the way. But you're not. You said yourself how from the three of us, you're the only one that remains out of drama. No, you don't. For someone that doesn't care, you surely do care a lot. For someone that made a post, made a video on it. Actually, no, made a video on it, commented on his video. Hell, even mentioning me. You surely don't care. Definitely. You truly don't care. So yeah, definitely. Such a beautiful sighting to talk about. And also, you basically pointed out that people blocked us because you were in pain from us. No. People blocked us because you forced them to. You told people to block us and to basically unadd us on everything. Basically never contacting us again. That's what you did. You basically told people to never contact us again. And just block us. Because you did the same thing with Flippy and he as well. Did the same thing with Logo. Did the same thing with everyone else. Hell, you even called me a manipulator to Brie and told her to block me as well. And Void even mentioned that to me as well. So, with that being said, you can keep lying all you want, but it's not going to get you far. With that being said, let's continue again. And you're also saying that me and Obscura claim that it's your fault for all our problems. Have you ever realized or ever seen that any of us said that? Because that's what I'm genuinely wondering. Have you ever seen or heard any of us say that you are the cause for any of our problems? Because, first off, you're saying that, okay, me overworking to y'all means that, oh yeah, it's all Zen's fault. Zen was the reason why I did that. It's totally Zen's fault. You claim that what Void did, or in y'all's eyes, was because of you. Oh yeah, totally, it was totally Zen's fault that Obscura did this. Nobody said at any point in time that it was your fault. But what you're saying is you're making it seem like we said that. Nobody did. So not only are you lying, but you're twisting our own words. Basically, is what you're trying to say. You're lying and twisting our own words, which is funny. So, let's continue. Also, a little side note, he basically also claimed in his video that that we claimed that he twisted our feelings. And he basically willingly admitted it. So, and first off, mind you, nobody said that he twisted our feelings. But, actually, he pretty much did. with the stuff that's been happening going so far, and mind you, pretty much the rest of the video is stuff that I basically talked about before in this video. So yeah, pretty much the rest of this video I'm just waiting to just say more stuff, because we all reacted to his video yesterday, last night. Literally, it was 4 of us actually. All reacted to his video last night. I'm not mentioning names of the 4 said people, but I feel like it would be pretty obvious for Zen. Kinda. Actually, no, one of them wouldn't be obvious for him, but, you know. Pretty much the rest of the video is just him going over stuff that I just said in the video. So, yeah. Another side note that he tried to mention, because he claimed that it was obvious that he felt uncomfortable because he wasn't speaking in the GC, and that he only spoke because he wanted to act quote-unquote nice. And he said, oh yeah, I felt so uncomfortable. It was so obvious, but they didn't see it. Well, no duh, Sherlock. We couldn't see it because it wasn't obvious. You realize that you not speaking in a GC doesn't mean that it's always obvious. That's like saying, like, yo, bro, you want to go somewhere? And, like, the person does not respond. Like, that doesn't make it very obvious. Like, cool, maybe the person's busy. Maybe they're sleeping. You don't know that. And pretty much, the only times I really, like, ping you in Obscura was, like, to say hi, or, like, in the morning time. Like, good morning or whatever. Or, like, to act like you could hang out. That's literally it. And Obscura can even confirm that. That's the only time I pinged you in VC. And like, the first thing that you said, which I'm pretty sure you lied about this too, was that you were looking for a job. Which we believed you at first, but now looking back at it, I feel like you pretty much lied about that too. You weren't looking for a job, you were trying to avoid us. Because apparently we made you quote-unquote uncomfortable. And it was so obvious. When in reality, it never was. Because, you know, there's a thing called, saying something. You have fingers, buddy. You're a 19-year-old man. You have fingers. So you can speak very well. You say that you have trouble with speaking. You can type. If you felt that uncomfortable, then you could have said something. If you said something earlier, then okay, me and Void wouldn't have gotten that upset at you. And stuff wouldn't have happened. Understandable. Pretty much. But you decide to say that at the end and leave the GC and send us a big, lovely present that was very terrible. Basically saying that we had to wait till the end of the year or the start of 2027. The only reason why I was upset is because I wasn't waiting that long for a goddamn response. You should have thought about it for a month. You had a month to think about it. And yet, you didn't. And you're claiming that, like, we're the ones dragging it on. Mind you, all Void did was post a video. All Void did was post a video. And you decide to comment on it. You decide to make posts on it. You decide to make a video on it. But you don't care, though, right? So that's very intriguing that you don't care. Yet you wanted to do all that over nothing. See, that's very wise of you, man. Very wise. Like how you force people into your stuff because you can't learn how to handle stuff on your own. So that's real smart. You can't learn to ignore stuff on your own, actually. Mind you, the funny part is, you're literally a grown adult beefing with teenagers. Which is even more pathetic. 19, beefing with a 16 and a 17-year-old. Mind you, a 17-year-old that's about to be an adult in a few months. And you're doing all this. You're an actual man-child, bro. A literal piss baby. And you're proving my point every single day. You're an actual man-child. And it clearly shows. And I literally said in the GC multiple times that nothing was going to get solved. And you left, proved my point, and that was basically the end of it. The last thing you did was talk behind me and Void's back by literally voice messaging corrupted about stuff. You're an actual man-child and a literal piss baby. And it clearly shows. Because you're so goddamn insensitive that you'd do anything to prove that you're innocent. You do anything to make sure stuff goes your way. Which is absolutely funny to me. And what you're trying to do is make it seem like, oh, me and Obscure are like the only main villains. You're one as well. So why the hell are you not addressing that? You never even addressed it in your video. So I'm confused. What are we doing? You're an actual literal man-child. And it literally just proves it to all of us. Every last one of us. So, with that being said, let us continue again. Since there's more stuff in this video that he lied about. Pretty much the next part of this video is where he just keeps talking about how we, as in me and Obscura, when meanwhile I had nothing to do with the song, basically made the song and posted it. We posted it. We edited everything. We made the video. We made the song. We uploaded it. We didn't do anything. Like, Obscura made everything. And you're basically saying it like I was an involvement to anything. Like, all Void did was include my chromatic and add me to the song. That's it. And you're making it seem like I had any partake in this song at all. See it. He keeps claiming that for like the next part of his video, and like all I gotta say is, bro, take my meat out your mouth, dude. Genuinely. Like, genuinely learn to hop off, please. Because that is genuinely tragic. That is genuinely pathetic. You claim that both of us made the song. I had no partake in the song whatsoever. And yet you have not listened to a single goddamn word that I've said. Literally. And I'm getting tired of it. So he goes back, this next part of this video, he goes back and talks about how I overworked him. Mind you, Obscura was a part of that. And again, Obscura forgave me and so did you. And after a while, you basically flipped that tables and basically said, never mind. So you literally forgave me, and all of a sudden now you didn't. So I want you to make that make sense, by the way. You and Obscura said that you both forgave me. Obscura moved on from my stuff. Yet you, unfortunately, again, as a 19-year-old man, can't move on from that stuff. And you literally said in your video, oh, but when I get feelings, it's wrong. Nobody at any point said that. Because you did the same thing to me and Obscura. And now you're saying that all of a sudden. Yeah, actually, now thinking about it, yeah, it is wrong. Because if apparently when me and Obscura have it, it's wrong, then it is for you as well. Yeah, it is wrong. Because now you feel just how sad that we both are. Just how upset we both are. So yeah, it is wrong. So I want to see, is there going to be any problems? Because I genuinely want to know. And you claim that me and Obscura are acting quote-unquote tough. Nobody's acting tough. The only person that's trying to act tough in this situation is you. Because you're trying to act all almighty and powerful, saying that you're going to copyright strike. You haven't even done that yet. Literally, you haven't. You haven't done a single thing to me. You haven't done a single thing to Void yet. So where's the copyright strike? You're acting so tough and almighty because you're finally going to get in trouble. So that's why you're acting so tough and almighty and trying to defend yourself so badly. Because you know that you're going to get in trouble. So I'm genuinely confused what the hell you're talking about. Nobody's acting tough but you. And you alone, yourself. You. Not me. Not Obscura. Not Emms. Not nobody. You. So you can put down the tough guy act, and you can stop complaining, and probably next time make a video where you can actually own up to your own mistakes. But don't worry though, we're not done. No, we're far from done. You're also claiming that me apparently quote-unquote abusing you is normal. When has anyone once again said that? Because this entire video, I'm betting you right now, as I'm talking about this, is you just pulling stuff out your rear end, you either lying about me and Obscura, either twisting stuff and saying stuff that none of us have ever said, or you're just doing it for views. And you're basically just trying to act tough because you think that just posting a video is gonna do anything. Because when I posted a video, you clowned on me for it. You and everyone else, you clowned on me for it. But the moment you do it, it's okay. No. I'm definitely not letting that slide. I hope you know that. Because if I did it and it was like wrong, then you're going to feel the same thing that you and others tried doing to me. So, yeah. Like, I'm going to be so for real, I don't care about your depression and stuff. You act like you're the only person that has depression. And all you've been doing was making the entire thing, every time we were having a conversation, was about you. Because, the start of the year was terrible, I've been getting drama since the start of the year. None of us asked. You've been always making it about you. Nothing about the situation is just about you. Nothing about what we're talking about is about you. So stop making stuff seem like it's about you. Make it a goddamn about your stupid depression or whatever you're having. Literally. And you whining to your friends and your own girlfriend doesn't even help you at all. Because reminder, when you never had Bree and anyone else, me and Void and everybody else in the server, we used to sit by with you in the VC and try to calm you down. Because you want to commit stuff on yourself. You were having so much depressive episodes in VCs. Literally. You would change your PFP literally non-stop. Like at this point, every day it was a new PFP. Literally. Because you're having so much depressive episodes. So you were trying to basically act depressive so much. So you're acting like you're the only one that has depression. You're not. Like newsflash. Everyone in the world has depression. Hell, even if it's one time, it still counts. So, stop making everything seem about you. And everything is about you. That's all you've been trying to do. And I'm genuinely getting sick and tired of it. And then, apparently in the video, and you actually admitted this, which is actually pretty funny, you claimed Obscura got jealous and started crap-talking all y'all. So, you claimed Obscura did that. From what I've been seeing, Obscura was mainly upset at Dominique. And what you did was you tried defending her. Mind you, you're the same person that said you didn't like her actions because of what she was doing to Obscura. Same person. Because Dominique was toxic as hell, and you didn't like that. And you cared for Void because of that. But now, all of a sudden, when Obscura crap talks about Dominique, you all of a sudden defend her. So what's up the switching sides all of a sudden? And mind you, you were talking about it a lot in VCs, because I was in every VC you were in, and you crap talked him so much, and you even talked about the entire situation. And you willingly said that if Void were to do it one more time and talk about her, that you were going to cut him off. And you even admitted that you crap talked everyone too. You even admitted that, oh yeah, I'm not perfect. Yeah, nobody's perfect. So what's your point? What are you trying to prove? What are you even trying to gain? You're not innocent. So what does that imply? That literally implies nothing at any point in the video. Nothing. So I want you to really think about that. You also just claimed out of the blue just saying that, oh yeah, to obscure that he was gone because of how stuff went down. So you don't even address how the fact that Yall mishandled his situation very poorly. And I've seen every GC message that you showed me. You didn't even admit to that. None of y'all even admitted to fault for that. Which is the funny part. You just basically said, oh yeah, because of how stuff went down. I guess it was never anything about mishandling, right, Zen? It was just proper elite ball knowledge, huh, Zen? It was just so nice to really have everyone gang up on him, and y'all didn't even decide to let him speak, or even speak with each other about stuff. That's so funny. And yet y'all pull that little move at the end. You decide to pull that at the end, where, oh yeah, it was just how stuff went down. You don't even address how y'all mishandled it. That's the funny part. You genuinely are a terrible person. And you've proven me so many times of how you are one. And it clearly shows. Now, I'm just gonna let y'all know this, everyone that's watching the video up to this point. The final cherry on the top, because I've reached the end of his video, but, well, almost the end of his video. The final thing that he talks about in his response video is how he genuinely hopes that me and Obscura, quote-unquote, learn our ways and fix our acts. You literally sat there and basically crap-talked us behind our backs and literally admitted that you didn't care. Like, at all. So, what is the point of us fixing our acts if you don't even care? At all. There's literally no point. And me and Void already, he said, and have committed that we're not coming back. Ever. Because you've genuinely broke our trust. You and a bunch of other people. And y'all have genuinely mishandled stuff. You've never admitted to anything in the video. So, yeah, genuinely done. You haven't changed your ways one bit, nor admitted to anything in the video. So, with that, we're not coming back. I don't care. We're both not coming back, and that's pretty much final. I don't care. You can, and also he's claimed that we can find like new friends. Oh yeah, we'll find new friends, alright. We already have a bunch already. The only thing I'm going to tell you is we already have a bunch already. So we are coming pretty much prepared. That's all I'm going to say to you. Okay, now I'm at the actual end of his video. He basically claimed that there was 5 of us in total. In the situation. Mind you, one of the actual people that was involved in the situation, when he mentioned 5 people, didn't even do anything. Like, at all. They were basically just minding their business. They didn't do a single thing. But yet Zen included them in it. Why? Well, we don't know. Because it's just Zen. And he just wants to, like, cause more stuff. See, that's lovely. That's very nice. And he's claiming that we're planning on sending him threats. Nobody's planning on sending you threats, little bro. Like, I need you to realize that you're a grown man, 19 years old, complaining about this. And it's genuinely pathetic. Because if you're acting like this at 19, boy, I definitely don't want to wait to see like what happens when you're 21 or even older. Because genuinely, bro, that is actually tragic. Like, holy, bro. Pretty much majority of what he said in his video was him repeating stuff that I literally already mentioned. So I'm pretty sure I just went over everything that he basically said in his video. So, yeah. He also says something corny at the end of his video saying like, oh yeah, y'all might be mad, but afterwards you might let it go, and it's gonna be all okay. Actually, we're not. We're actually gonna be sticking to that, actually. So that's gonna be the funny part. So, I genuinely hope you are prepared for what's about to come to you. That's the only thing I'm gonna say to you. And no, it's not a threat. Before you start taking it as one, you goddamn piss baby. It's not a threat. It is a genuine promise. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, I obviously won't be there when stuff happens, because I'm not the one to be, like, seeing how stuff goes. So I'd probably just be looking at the aftermath, but that's really it. I'm gonna be so thorough with you. But in all due time, and with all the stuff that's happened so far, this entire drama was a whole waste of time. Literally. From the moment my stuff began, all the way to the present day, this entire thing is a whole waste of time. And yet, nobody's realizing it. You see, if everyone was forgiving, and everyone, was, like, not distrustful so much from this situation, then stuff wouldn't be happening. But unfortunately, a certain person lied and talked crap behind our backs, and tried to twist stuff. So, unfortunately, now the war has to continue. So, great job to you, Zen. Great job. You've truly started something that shouldn't have been started in the first place. Congratulations, man. I genuinely hope that you actually learn how to admit to stuff, and that everyone from this situation, I do mean everyone, not just from your side, but this side as well, learns to actually, be forgiving, and that everyone can put a goddamn end to this. Because the fact that all of us are now in a good panic war right now, because something that you caused, is mind-blowing. So, that's all I'm going to really say to you. I genuinely hope that you actually learn and actually say stuff properly and actually admit to your own stuff. Because, okay, sure, you did it. What the hell are you going to do about it? With that being said, nothing. So, yeah. And the final thing that he says in his video is for us to never come to his channel again and to never talk to him again. Which, quite frankly, again, I really don't care about that. So he can continue whining about that all he wants. I don't care. But I'm pretty sure I just watched his entire video, and we also did before. And, yeah, that should be a literal recap on everything. Debunked and all. So, yeah. I do have a bunch of stuff that I obviously can't show in this video, but, yeah. I'd only show, like, a little bit of things in this video. That's pretty much it. But yeah, I think I pretty much debunked everything that he said in his video. His literal 7-minute and 43 seconds video. So that's nice. Pretty much the entire video was just lies on top of lies. Him twisting stuff and trying to prove that he's innocent. And many more. Him just basically BSing as well. So, with that being said, this is my final message to everyone. For the people watching this video, I hope you actually enjoyed this video. If you didn't, well, then that's too bad. I don't really care. For Zen, you may think that you are an innocent person, but in reality, you are not. So I'd want you to stop pretending that you are. Stop trying to act tough. Stop trying to prove that you're innocent. Learn how to admit to things properly next time you make a video. And learn how to actually tell the truth. And all in all, learn to stop involving people into your stupidness. Because that's all I'm going to really say and put out there. So, yeah. That's all I can really say to you. And I genuinely hope that you learn and improve from your own mistakes. Now, finally, when stuff does eventually happen, I will wish you the best of luck, because, you're going to need it. I won't say why, but you will need it. And that is that. You can try thinking that me and Obscure are the main villains, but in reality, you're one as well. So, you wanted a war to happen, and now you have fully got one. So, congrats. You've made a full-on war, and you even decided to make a fool of yourself. Well done. Very well done. So, with that being said, that's the end of this video. I am going to upload this video on YouTube with the photos and stuff, so that people can really see how much of a liar you are. And pretty much that's basically it. I'm just going to leave it at that and do what I was doing with the others. But I genuinely hope you learn, though, and I genuinely hope you have a good time. So, with that being said, I will now end this video now. So, yeah, see you all later. This is Ethan Blocks FNF, signing out. Peace.